The address that follows was given at Sutton Spiritualist Church on Sunday the 29th of January 1984.
Greetings to you, dear ones.
Greetings. God bless you, sister.
I have, as usual, brought with me just a few words that I desire to leave with you for your own private thoughts and considerations. The words I have chosen this week are these: Thy strength, thy youth shall be restored as the eagles. No one hears a very great deal about youth, and a very large number of well-known peoples have written and spoken much about it, including Sir Winston Churchill, who put much of his wisdom into words and short quotations. And this is, I'm sure, the fact that we have brevity in these quotations. That is the reason why they are remembered. Many other people have said interesting things on the subject of youth. People who are enjoying youth at this present moment, and people who are trying to retain their youthful memories and so on. Now, the Reverend Bramwell Evans had a saying that age may wrinkle the skin, but by the grace of God, it need never wrinkle the soul. Now, I find the words growing old very interesting. Now, if we think of old first, it is apt to give a feeling of decrepitude, is it not? But if we look a little more deeply, we shall find that this is not necessarily a bad thing. But shall we concern ourselves for a few moments with this idea of growing? This surely must be of considerable importance to all spiritualists and peoples who would seek any development of any kind in this life. Growth gives the feeling of expansion and progression, and you will find these all the way through your spiritual philosophy. Now, when we speak of growth and progress, we do not necessarily mean that which is strictly belonging to the material path. We think of growth as the betterment, the growing, the enlarging of the whole person as a person. And if a wise outlook can be accepted, you will find that though as you pass through them, the difficult times may cause you unhappiness, upset, and so on, but you will emerge on the other side as bigger, better, and stronger people. I'm sure that a number of you could think of many, many things that are really not worth very much until they have been through the refiner's fire. You would need to be an expert, would you not? If you could tell the value of an uncut, unwashed, untreated dung. But it is necessary from time to time that you go through these patches in order to gain that strength. Because those around you from the world of spirit, they know much more of what you need within yourself to face the various problems, lessons, and so on of your life. And so they impart that wisdom. Now, quite a number of you will, I'm sure, have met someone who is carrying a number of years. They have well exceeded their 70 years and 10, and yet they give the impression of being young at heart. And perhaps most of them have met at least one older person like that. And perhaps other people in the same age group may wonder, well, I am the same age, but I don't look like that. I cannot manage this, that, whatever it may be. And sometimes even forgetting, as you heard earlier in your service, it is possible to be of service if you are confined to your bed or a wheelchair. Now, just what is it that gives these people that certain something? Now, clearly, it is something important because you are aware of it. You can feel it when you are in such a person's presence. I believe, my friends, that the secret or part of it lies in the fact that a person, such as I have just mentioned, has learned to extract the lesson from their various experiences in this life. They have gone along with life. Instead of wasting strength and time by kicking against it, they have learned to adapt to each phase of life as it approaches or as they enter it, accepting that particular situation in which they find themselves. There is no one who needs to feel useless, because we all know, I'm sure, the importance of right thinking. If you make up your mind that you are useless, that you cannot do or be anything, you will find that that situation surrounds you. You have attracted certain things to yourself and have failed to give out. Yes, it is true that age may wrinkle the skin, but it does not, by God's grace, have to wrinkle the soul. Because if a person lives in the way I have suggested, it is a spiritual growth. You reach a time quite early in your life, do you not, when physical growth is at an end. But I say unto you, dear ones, that there is a wonderful growth that only the passing of years can bring. We heard something just now of personal responsibility. And this is, of course, a very truth. And you are responsible for your own outlook. You are the deciding factor in so many things. So at whatever age group you happen to find yourself at the moment, just realize that physically you can never be that age again. There is progression eternally, moving the whole time. And one can think of all sorts, any number of illustrations. But as you pass along, you get a clearer and a clearer view of the picture. If you are right in the picture, you cannot expect to see it in perspective. But if you deal with each situation in turn, each age group as you belong to it, you will be a very much happier person in your senior years. We see so much unhappiness caused by people to themselves. because they have failed to do this. There are some people who are eternally chasing physical youth, not caring to look at that wonderful experience and youth inside, in the mind. We said young at heart, and this is indeed true. So think for yourselves at which age group you happen to be at the moment. Make the best of that. The best of that particular age group. And then, as you enter another age group, you will have the ability to look at and extract all the good that has been. And every life, you know, contains some good. Some people feel that things are forever going wrong and completely overlooking all the good things that have happened in their life, or the help they may have received, whatever you may call it. But this is an entirely individual thing, as I say, and you can make up your mind here and now, or at the beginning of each and every day as you enter it. I'm sure that most people have found that days are rather apt to end as they began. So what a wonderful thing it would be if we could see everyone as they rise in the morning, finding out what kind of day they have to face and what they are going to need to find within themselves to deal with it, and making a very strong point until it becomes second nature of getting yourself in the right frame of mind. I think perhaps some words, although they are anonymous, I think perhaps they are among the most familiar on this particular subject. That youth is not really a time of life. It is a state of mind. And you can make up your own minds of what kind of state you are going to be in to tackle this day, this situation. Youth is not all about age. It is about a state of mind. And I'm sure that that is the kind of thought that occurred to the psalmist when he wrote those words. Thy youth shall be renewed as the eagles. God bless each one.